Hello everyone, the Chart Guys have been working on an introductory technical analysis course for quite some time now, and after surveying hundreds of traders with what would be the most sought after information regarding technical analysis, we came up with this course, When to Enter and Exit. It covers over 5 hours of the basics on when to enter and exit, and we feel after watching this course it will help build a foundation of technical analysis knowledge which will eliminate a lot of the uncertainty in the world of trading stocks. So the course outline, we go over the psychology of trading, establishing a game plan, the different indicators we use to signal a bullish and bearish entry, how to recognize support and resistance levels, poor entries, where traders make mistakes, exit targets, how do you know where to sell your trade, where to place stop losses, that's very important, minimizing losses is what keeps you in the game long term, my personal preparations, how I go about getting ready for each trading day, and then piecing it all together, utilizing all the information we just learned and how to apply that in the real world for making successful, profitable trades. As a bonus, we also include a lot of information on finding entries and exits utilizing patterns, and you can find these patterns on every time frame on pretty much any stock and commodity trading, and certainly being able to recognize those patterns can give you an edge as well. So we hope you will check this out. Again, it's an introductory level course. So if you are new to technical analysis and trying to get a firm grasp on things and feeling a little bit overwhelmed, then this course is for you. I hope you check it out. Appreciate you watching. Checking back in on CMG SKX NKE and TWTR. So we've got a double top on CMG the past 2 days, 411 and 410.95. Obviously, that level needs to break for the bulls to see any continuation to the upside. And then right after it, we've got that 200-day moving average resistance, which is going to be just under 412. So a nice higher low. The bulls have bought the dip the past 2 days, but we need that follow through and a close over the 200-day moving average resistance to be looking up at the recent high of 420.23. And as I keep pointing out in these videos, we're close to changing this trend on the weekly time frame. We have our higher lows in place. We need a convincing higher high. We are back testing, holding the middle Bollinger Band support. And by next week, this 50-week moving average resistance is going to be right around 424. And we're going to need to turn that level into support as well. But one step at a time, looking to turn the 200-day moving average back into support, looking to turn 420 into support. And that would be an indication that this trend is changing. And we could see the bulls show up in Q1 2017 to reverse this trend and head back up towards $500. We're keeping a very close eye on that. And the reaction to the 200-day moving average resistance here, after filling that gap back to the downside, is going to be very telling over the next few trading days. SKX, nice bearish follow-through. That's exactly what the bears wanted to see. We were highlighting that bearish entry off the upper Bollinger Band resistance. 4 red days since then, lowest price we've seen in weeks. And we're looking down at 24.39 and 23.96 supports. If we break 23.96, we then have a lower high and a lower low. And we're still looking at this gap of 23.09. So bears taking over a bit here on SKX after some upside over a couple of weeks, some very weak upside, and the weekly time frame shows that. And now this week is certainly a lot more bearish after the trading day today from that downside. So very key support level, 23.96 on watch for the next week or so. Break that level, bears in full control to fill that gap. NKE, if you missed the entry opportunity that we were highlighting here from 54.09, top fishing with that resistance. The bears have given you multiple chances here the past couple of days. Opened right at that resistance again, 53.94, the high of the day. Bears in complete control, increase in bear volume, closing down near the low of the day. We're looking at 52.86 and then the middle Bollinger Band, which is going to be in the mid $52 range. So liking that bearish entry at this point still, and looking to break the higher low pattern, we would have to break 52.16 for that to play out. One step at a time, looking to test that middle Bollinger Band in the next couple days. Weekly time frame, very clear $54 resistance 3 weeks in a row. Tightening ranges 3 weeks in a row, and a break of that tightening range is very likely next week. Twitter, bears in control. No confirmation of the bullish reversal hammer. Lower high. Actually, we got a higher high by a penny, but clear resistance at 17.15 and a lower low, and most importantly, a close near the low of the day, suggesting continuation to the downside tomorrow. There's a gap to fill at 16.45. We have our eyes on that level. In the weekly time frame, after the short-term weak bounce attempt, looking like a bear flag, rejecting from the 50-week resistance multiple weeks in a row, and now pulling back. We're looking to head down to the low $16 range, and if we break 16.16, this bear flag will be confirmed, and we'll be heading down near the all-time low and $14. So all these bearish names, a little bit of weakness in the market, and SKX, NKE, and TWTR all following through with really nice bear days. CMG bulls are still holding up, on the verge of potentially taking CMG off of the resident bear list here. And again, this is our bear list because we're following the weekly longer-term trends, and every time we see a bounce, we scout resistance because we know that weekly longer-term trend favors the bears. So I appreciate you watching. We'll check back in to end the week, and I will see you then. Have a great night.